Entitled neighbor took my mother to court to get primary custody of my mother's dog. When my mother and her dog moved next door to entitled neighbor, they fell in love with my mother's dog, Max. For in about 2 years would come get Max for visits. Would watch Max if my mother went out of town, or just so they could play with him. Moved across town and would still call to ask for Max visits. My mother started letting the dog go less and less, but would say yes now and again because for Ian's pleading. Just before one of the arranged visits, Max got into a fight with another dog. Max seemed to be okay. When came, my mother said she was worried about letting him go because of the dog fight. Promises that she would look after Max and make sure he was okay. The next day called my mother and told her that she took Max to the vet because he had a wound on his neck. Also told my mother that she was keeping Max because my mother neglected the dog. My mother was devastated. My mother called the police. They couldn't help because she had agreed to allow the dog to go with My mother had to file a civil complaint. It took 2 months to go to court. Told the judge that she and my mother had always shared custody